ちょっと使ってると使おうかなと思ってる。はい。
Big across, dude.
All right, and right now we got. Oh, okay. So these are two players.
Oh, awesome.
ちなみに最近日本語使う機会があんまりなくて、まあ文法のミスとかあったら許してくださいね。All right. So we've got right now. We've got Sizz, who is so I lived in Washington until recently, and Sizz was my old roommate, my old training partner, so I played with him a lot. Very solid Marth, who's been on the come up recently, beating Bladewise several times in tournament. So really, I really think he's really strong at the floaty matchups.
Yeah.
And then we have Michael Kelly Salki from Hawaii here, who is an old friend of mine from Hawaii. Shout out to all the Hawaiian Smashers. Shoyo, Tom, wish you guys were here. And a relatively unknown Samus who's honestly pretty good.
And he looked like I mean, I just saw him move around the stage for 30 seconds, but yeah.
Yeah, hey,
good.
Do we have an update on how this pool is going? Is this winners or losers? I'm curious. Okay.
But I'm actually a big Sizz fan. You know, he kind of came out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
I had never heard of him before Northwest Manifest, which was, I guess, early 2013? 2012?
2012.
Wow. It's a long time ago.
Second round. Is this winners, losers? Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. All right.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just taking a look at this pool real quick. Okay. So that means, okay, so Michael Kelly Salki just beat PB&J to move on to this.
Wonderful.
Second round of bracket.
Congratulations, Salki. And so what do you think about this matchup on FD? I actually know very little about it. FD is a really interesting pick because, like, generally you just look at FD as a stage where any punishes are, like, magnified.
But not so much in this matchup, I guess, because it's less, well, I mean, Samus can kind of get some pretty big combos on Marth given certain situations. But yeah, by the way, we're gonna work on getting a breakdown of the big names who have progressed so far.
Yeah, that's a reasonably good idea. I don't think there were any upsets though. So
right,
if you take a look at the expected outcome of Wave 1 pools, I don't think there were any real
huge
upsets.
Yeah.
The one big question was, will Bladewise or Lucky go through?
Right, and
in winners. Yeah,
very
and Bladewise
close
won in winners.
Yeah.
Lucky dropped to losers. So
yeah, and he got out of his pool in losers. And then Mango, Mango's progressed. I'm pretty sure.
That down smash was pretty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, I'll say this. My old roommate, the Prime, who's a pretty good Samus player, honestly. He always said that he actually likes. I played Marth versus Samus with him for a little bit. He actually said he really likes this stage as Samus.
Interesting.
So, you know.
I mean, I guess you have to play more ground-based, right? And
right.
we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, Samus wants to stay on the ground. Both, I think this is a stage for both. Yeah, but he's fine because he's Samus and he has to grapple. Samus can grapple out of her air dodge. It's kind of a unique trait. And Link, Samus, the characters that have grapples. It's the one move you can do after air dodging. Everyone else, you're
really nice edge guard, by the way.
Yeah, that was really good.
He just jumped out and shield breakered him.
Shield breaker. That's a trick that I actually got familiar with while I lived in Japan. The runoff neutral B or jump out neutral B, it is a really deceptively large hitbox off the stage.
Really?
It's really good.
Even bigger than on the ground?
I think it's more like you're moving with it, so you're like dragging the big hitbox with you.
Yeah.
On the ground, you're in place. It's really good in situations like when Sheik is recovering with up B and there's nothing else would hit her at that awkward angle she comes from. So yes, good game sense from Sizz using that.
Yeah, by the way, we just saw we're seeing a lot of crouch cancel down smash from Samus, which is like a standard kind of Samus trick. Yeah. Crouch canceling is basically when you hold down and you kind of take a hit, right?
Yeah.
How would you explain it?
Let me.
I remember I guess
the way I explain it's basically a form of super armor. Or you
somebody
can
told me that was a bad comparison. I don't know why.
I actually think it's a pretty good comparison.
Pretty good.
It is still 0-0. No problem. And it's. I mean, another way to think about it, it's kind of like a focus attack sort of thing where you can absorb a hit and then counter. You have to mind your spacing because even though you don't suffer from knockback when you're crouch canceling, you do get pushed back.
Yeah.
So if they space their move correctly, you might not get that punish you wanted. But there's a lot of things you can do out of crouch cancel, and it's also percent dependent. And now that Samus is at such a high percent, she's not going to be able to take that hit. She's going to go flying no matter what.
And Sizz up B's the wrong way.
Yeah, up being the wrong way and dying. Okay.
Gets
the weak hit of the up tilt and doesn't kill him.
Yeah, that was the second time that he got forward B up tilt, which is sometimes referred to as 1,000 needles. Popularized by Cactuar.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Right. 1,000 Needles, shout out.
As far as I know, anyway.
Yeah. Dude, I love Cacto. Where is he?
I wish he was here.
Wish he was here. The one thing I'll say about Sizz, knowing him personally, I feel like his one weakness is he gets impatient. And
Impatient?
I'll be playing him, and sometimes I'm just like, he's gonna forward smash. He's gonna go for forward smash. And then I just
he wants to kill me so bad right now.
Yeah, and he's going fishing. You can kind of tell.
Yeah.
If he doesn't do that, I think this is free. Not free, but I think he's got this. I think he's got this unlocked. I don't want to see him get impatient and start throwing stuff out, going off the ledge to edge guard Samus, like things like that. I don't want to see that. That'll be a bad look for him.
Okay.
He needs to just play patient. Nice, nice. Right there, I saw he forward bead, recognized maybe he couldn't get the up tilt, just decided to shield Samus' arrow on the way down.
And a nice poke with the down tilt.
Yeah, that was really good.
Let's see if he does anything here.
Forward smash? Okay.
Now, does that actually hit if he times it perfectly?
Man, I was about to ask you. I think Samus can sweet spot under that.
I think so, too.
Because someone told me that back in the day, Hugs, when he was on point, he never missed a sweet spot, and you could never hit him out of his other like that.
Well,
that was definitely not
sweet spotted.
Yeah, and when we say sweet spot, by the way, we're referring to recovering from below the ledge in such a way that you just reach the ledge and grab it without poking your head up there and getting hit.
Yeah,
so it's the
like
sweet spot.
perfect
It's the
spacing.
sweet spot recovery. That's where you want to be.
Yeah. It's the perfect spacing when you initiate your up B,
Right.
your recovery move.
And the way you edge guard that is by edge hugging, because you're banking then on grabbing the ledge. So the mix up then is then the other player can grab the ledge and snag it from you so you fall. And that's when mind games come into play, like, oh, if you're expecting to do that, you need to go onto the stage, and so forth. Like everything.
But if you're
else in a
into
fighting
statistics, the expected value of just standing on the stage and, like, you know, throwing out the forward smash like Sizz is doing,
Right.
You're basically saying, okay, if you mess up your sweet spot, I'll hit you, and if you don't try to sweet spot, I'll hit you. So it's kind of one of those
Right.
things where you kind
And
of
if
are
you-
daring
and if-
the other guy to
Yeah.
sweet spot effectively.
And if you and then if the guy hits your sweet spot and you edge guard from the stage and you miss, it's fine. You're
Oh!
great
The
downer.
dunk!
The dunk. I
He
think
got
that reaches.
dunked.
I think that definitely.
I
Reaches
think so too. I wonder why. I guess it's the spacing of when, you know, when Samus is even able to up B determines how he's going to edge guard. But that was a great pick to just stay by the ledge and dumpster him. So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Fountain of Dreams. I would say this is a pretty good counter pick. The one thing that I like versus Marth on Fountain is so Marth hit. Oh, so that was a tipper that I was just going to talk about. The further away he hits you from his sword, like the closer the tip, the stronger his moves are. And there's on most stages, there's a spacing where Marth can just kind of sit under the platform, and if you land on it, he'll get a guaranteed tipper.
Yeah.
But with Fountain, with the variable platform height, that's not as guaranteed. So I do like that aspect. The tipper's such a strong move that, you know, limiting. Oh
my goodness.
Limiting its effectiveness is like really key.
Yeah.
Anyway, a beautiful edge guard by Sizz.
Yeah,
The wall jump did not save our friend Salki.
Psyche. That I love that ledge hop down there to edge guard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The shoutouts to you know how every move in this game actually has an official name, but
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's the same in the American version, but the name for Marth's downer in the Japanese version is the half moon.
The
And I think
half moon? That's so
moon,
beautiful.
I think that's the most beautiful.
It's
name.
so beautiful because Marth's such a beautiful kind of guy, you know.
Yeah, he's definitely about that like
Uh-oh,
that
this is
pretty boy swag.
Looking rough for Salki, by the way.
Looking like Lil B out there.
Looking really rough.
Yeah.
Sizz doing a great job with the edge guards.
Yeah, and Psyche's sitting up there collecting his thoughts.
Yeah. And Sizz is actually doing a great job with his recovery. We've seen Salki do the runoff nair with Samus, which is like really an amazing edge guard. But
It is.
The
It's
one
like
counter
dropping a
to
wall
it,
on top of them.
yeah, it really is. That's a really great way to put it. The one way to kind of counter it is to just keep going down and just like try and wait it out. There's a mix-up in there too, but yeah, that's proven to be enough for Sizz.
It's you know, oh my goodness. Okay,
Wow.
and Sizz is working those reads now with that
Yeah,
downer.
dude, Sizz is on point right now.
Yeah, that downer that Marth uses to cover text, it basically covers multiple options, and then it.
Oh my
Great
God!
beat. That was good. You know, and I think Salki, he's that when he was sitting up there on that top platform, it really seemed like he was a little disappointed because that first game was so close.
Yeah.
And Sizz is just kind of pulling
He's getting
his head
pooped on, dude.
right. Yeah.
He's getting pooped on.
Sizz is
No.
playing really good right
Yeah.
now. He's just kind of controlling it. He's staying mobile. He's not getting locked down. And you see right now, Samus with the ledge, Marth in the middle. He's maintaining stage control, which is just so important.
Absolutely.
Especially when Marth has tools like his big sword hitboxes to keep the opponent out. Keep them in the
Absolutely.
corner. Oh, and Salki falls to his
man.
doom. All right, 2-0 from Sizz.
2